This video is directed to any Muslim that voted for Labour and Reform.
When voting becomes a religious issue, in a democracy, voting is supposed to be a personal choice, but sometimes it becomes something else. Watch this.
This video is directed at any Muslim that stood as a councillor for Labour or Reform. This video is directed to any Muslim that voted for Labour and Reform. And this video is directed to any Muslims that consider aligning with far-right organisations or leaders. Listen up and listen up very carefully. Islam strictly forbids supporting, assisting and working in ways that enable oppressors.
Just one question. Did she dye her hair or is that a filter?
And listen up very carefully. Islam strictly forbids supporting, assisting and working in ways that enable oppressors. It's actually considered a major sin, not a minor sin, a major sin. And a form of cooperation is transgression. Let's look at what the Quran says. And do not be inclined to the wrongdoers, or you will be touched by the fire, for then you will have no protection other than Allah, nor would you be helped. Working with and supporting the oppressors covers any action that helps them maintain their power or carry out any injustice. So even if you think, oh, for this reason, I'm going to work with them and they continue to oppress others, you have put a major sin on your head. As Muslims, we should not even be showing any sympathy or empathy with our oppressors. We shouldn't be saying, oh, I can understand how they feel about A, B, and C. No, because it says sympathizing with and supporting oppressors is considered a deviation from the values of mercy and justice. And that's what Islam is, mercy and justice. The Holy Quran urges against even the slightest inclination towards the oppressor. We shouldn't even be looking in their direction. We shouldn't be dialoguing with them. We shouldn't be platforming them. We shouldn't be joining them. We shouldn't be supporting them. We shouldn't be amplifying their words. Okay, Islam does not walk the path of the left or the right. It walks the path of the middle. But something it is very, very clear about, we never, ever work with, platform or promote oppressors. And the far right are oppressors. Reform are oppressors. Labour are oppressors. So if you are pushing this or part of this and you are trying to justify it as a Muslim, then you are going against the word of Allah and the Holy Quran. Not me, not my opinion. It's what it says in the Quran. So go check yourselves if this video resonates with you.
I have so many questions. So many questions. Okay. How about living in their country? How about working in one of their companies? How about employing them when you start a business? How about doing business with them? Because if you do business with them, you are, supporting their business, empowering them, okay? You're helping them make profit. How about learning their language and speaking their language? How about so many questions in my mind, like so many questions out of pure curiosity on what she has said. Wow. That's pretty interesting because most people see elections as political. Policy, economy, immigration. But here, voting is being framed as spiritual, as moral, as something with consequences beyond the ballot box. And when religion becomes the criteria for voting, the conversation changes. And this isn't just a UK question. In many democracies, faith and politics overlap. But now the question is, where is the line? Does religious guidance strengthen democracy or does it complicate it? Should religion influence how somebody votes? Will that unite people or deepen the divisions? Guys, please let me know in the comment section.